Hello, my name's Mr. Grady, and I'm the teacher for the Aeronautics program for AMSE. So the Aeronautics program is an introductory program for students who are interested in any kind of aircraft, aerodynamics, fluid dynamics, boat design. It works for almost any kind of engineering. It can be an introduction to mechanical engineering, to spacecraft, to becoming a pilot. This program was built to instill passion. That's kind of our theme.
I didn't know anything about this region of AMSE and aeronautics. I came in totally fresh. Honestly, I just wanted to try out something new, and it was actually interesting. I mean, aeronautics, like learning how like a huge chunk of metal just flies in the air. So I was pretty excited to join this program.
We go from why does a fluid move from one space to another to why do the shapes of aircraft wings allow an aircraft to fly.
I took a project Lead the Way class based in electricity, and we sort of learned the basics of aeronautics. When I learned about in Project Lead the Way, I was sort of like, oh, this is sort of interesting. Maybe I want to learn more to be sure. And I'm like, now I know for sure that it's interesting, and then now maybe I can go further into it in the future.
Since aeronautics is such like a huge field, we basically studied more about airplanes instead of like rocket and rocket science. Sometimes Mr. Grady has YouTube videos that we go into and decipher what's happening in those YouTube videos, and sometimes he has slides prepared for us, which he talks about in depth. I've learned the basic concepts of aeronautics. I've learned how the airplane actually gets up there, how it moves forward, how everything works in an airplane, its shape, how that affects everything.
We talk about different effects on aircraft, from landing to takeoff to static flight when they're just cruising at altitude. And I've even had a couple students say, I've been in an airplane since your class, and I knew everything that was happening because of your class.
So like at the end of the year, we had a sort of big project where we would make a model jet engine. It would be like about this big. And then it would be working like there would be a motor that spins the turbines in it, and then it's pretty loud. It was pretty satisfying because before I sort of like had some trouble with getting it to work. So then once it finished, it was like extra satisfying. When the jet engine wasn't working, I sort of learned like, you know, sometimes you just have to like accept that stuff might be like out of your skill level, so you have to sort of reach out to people who are more skilled to help you out on that.
I came into this class, I'm just learning the fundamentals of aeronautics. Now I actually want to fly a plane. I actually want to learn how to fly a plane. I want to go more in depth. This definitely wanted me to go more towards the aeronautic engineering path for in the future. So this class actually really struck a passion in me. So
Reed Hillview is just a few miles down the road, and I know a few connections who fly aircraft there. And to get a student in the air for 45 minutes, let them fly and control the aircraft, take off, try to land, there's always someone there for them. This is a conversation moving forward. It hasn't happened yet, but that's my true vision, is to get the students in the cockpit.